Hello everyone and welcome to Schoolgray's Chess channel. Today we're going to take a look at some endgame tip, which is the staircase mate. It is known as the staircase mate, and let's get started. So in order to achieve the staircase mate, you need two major pieces in the endgame versus the opponent king. So what we have to do is, in this example, we can see that by playing queen to f7, we are pushing enemy king to one of the four sides of the board, to this side, or we should push the enemy king to one of the four sides of the board. So use one of the major pieces to cut off enemy king from rank 5. King has nowhere to go except c8 or d8. White has just played queen f7, and black king can't move towards the middle due to rook on this file, so king can't come back to the center and should step to the side of the board. The queen also blocks the king, and this frees the rook to deliver checkmate. Okay, let's move on to the next example. Now this is two queens and a king versus opponent king. So we should use the queen to push the king to one of the four sides of the board. The king moves to e6, and the fifth rank is now controlled by the queen. Black king can't move to fifth rank since queen b5 controls the squares. Can't move to the fifth rank. Notice how it's like a staircase, like the pieces are moving up a ladder. King e7, queen b to b7, check. King can't again move towards the center because the sixth rank is blocked by the other queen, just like walking up a staircase or down. And finally, queen a8, checkmate. Let's move on. Now in this example we can see that it's a rook and a queen against a lone king. And when we're talking about rooks, we should especially watch out for our rooks, because unlike the queen, the black king can threaten and take it. So the rook should be protected. So queen g5, pushing the king to the edge of the board. Or also we can go queen e2. That's again the same. It's again pushing the king towards the center, towards the side of the board, to the edge of the board. King d4, rook f4. Notice how white is making sure its rook is guarded by its queen. King e3, then again the staircase mate, walking up or down a ladder. The queen moves to g3, and rook protects the fourth rank. Now the third and fourth rank are controlled by the pieces, queen and rook, so the king moves towards the first rank at the edge of the board. This is important to remember, to push the enemy to the side. rook f2 check, king e1, and then voila, rook g1 mate. Okay, let's move on to the next example. Now in this example we have two rooks, a king, and against a lone king. So the first move, rook e1. Take files away from enemy king while pushing it to side of the board, and keep your rooks as far away from the king, from the opponent king as possible. Your goal is to trap the king on the side of the board. So let's say king moves to d3. Now black king can't cross the e file since it is controlled by a white rook. And also possible is for the king to move, besides d3, to move to f3, which is again the same idea, distancing the rook away so the king can't capture. f2 threatening the other rook. Again e7, f3. It's pretty much the same staircase mate, but in this case the king moves to d3, which is again the same idea. Rook g8, gaining distance from the black king so the rook can give check without being attacked. King d2, threatening his rook, but white won't let it be taken. Rook e7. This creates distance while having control over the e file. Now rook gains distance and has control over the e file. King d3, rook d8 check, d and e file. Notice d and e file have been taken away, so king moves to the left, closer to the edge. Rook c7 check, rook controls, and black king should move further, closer to the edge. Rook b8 check, king a6, which stops rook to be played to a7, because then king will capture it. So we should watch out for these circumstances. Rook gains distance, and the rook on b traps king on a file while waiting to be mated, and the other rook steps away to a safe distance from opponent king. Rook a7, rook b2, rook b2. Both rooks are far from king now and can be mated. The king can be mated. The king is now just waiting to be mated. King a6, and final blow is rook to a1 check. Checkmate. Yeah, so it's basically like a staircase, walking up or down a staircase. Notice? And mate. Yeah, so this is it. Thank you for watching. This is it for the staircase mate. Practice and until you can do it easily without even thinking about it, because it's like a pattern. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.